Hi, are you or your twin flame ready for the connection? That is today's video. Hey, I'm Natasha Bailey from Soul Mission. Today's video is about the twin flame connection and how to know whether you and your twin flame are ready for this connection. Because if you're not, this is going to sabotage you being on your secondary soul mission, your ability to be of service to others or to the planet. Because relationships play such a big impact on our lives, it's important that these are in order so that you can be fully aligned and ready and supported for fulfilling your purpose in life. So let's have a look at some of the signs where you or your twin flame are not ready for one another. First sign is there may be an addictive quality to your relationship. So you may feel a kind of level of intensity of needing one another in some way that, quite frankly, is codependent and shows up an insecure relationship attachment style that you might have with regards to one another. Now, what is that? What is an insecure relationship attachment style? Well, when we're growing up, our caregivers mirror to us, hopefully in a healthy way, that we are loved, we are safe, secure, and we are supported by them. But if one or both of our parents did not, in a healthy way, mirror back to us those qualities, so we internalized the feeling of I am safe, I am supported, I am loved, then all our subsequent relationships in life will be based on a shaky, insecure foundation. So I've done separate videos about different insecure attachment styles, which you can find on my YouTube channel or on Facebook. Just search for insecure attachment style and you can read up about those and find out if you might have an insecure attachment style. But basically, a lot of unhealthy twin flame connections have a kind of volatility about them. There's intensity, there might be a lot of drama, there might be arguments, there might be one person who's running away from the connection, another person who's chasing the connection, and there isn't this alignment between the two of you. You might also feel that you're getting very triggered by them or you're triggering them. So the level of communication might be unclear. It might be not very direct. One person could be quite defensive. Another person could be aggressive. Another person could be avoidant or avoiding conflict. I've got hair in my face. The other person might be quite needy or clingy or trying to hold on to the connection, even if it's not healthy. One or both of you may have mental or emotional blocks that need to be healed. So this is usually unhealed trauma from childhood due to your possibly unhealthy relationship to your mother and father or your caregivers. And what I've found, especially on my journey, is whilst I've been more kind of emotionally present or developed, my twin flames, they were more kind of mentally or intellectually developed. So you each can have areas that you need to kind of focus on a bit more to support resolving your own healing. And really, when that connection is healthy and you can come together, you can, first of all, embody more healthy cognition and emotion yourself, but you can support each other on that journey and complement each other, but not to the point where you are dependent on each other in an unhealthy way, but in a healthy, interdependent way. So you're both independent people and you're happy and ready to share and connect and support one another. The other sign that you or your twin flame might not be ready for each other is you haven't unplugged from the matrix yet. Now, about that, I've spoken about extensively on my channels, and there are many videos that talk about what does it actually mean to unplug from the matrix. And of course, I don't just mean mental, emotional, and physical. Physical might be meaning releasing matrix type food, which is unhealthy for you, but also on the spiritual, energetic levels. Unfortunately, our energy body has been tapped into and changed and adapted to fulfill certain other agendas that are on this planet that simply wish to use our life force energy for themselves. And I'm talking specifically about being chipped, implanted, having seals placed, your chakras not being unified. So you really don't have a very stable energy body, and it's being triggered by a lot of global matrix mind programming, which is designed for people in relationship to be combative towards one another. So if one or both of you are still plugged in the matrix, it's going to create a lot of drama between you. So important that you both are energetically disconnected from the matrix and you're plugging into the crystalline matrix. Okay. And this all of this together helps you be prepared for the level of consciousness of the twin flame connection. And I will talk about that in my next video. But it's being on the same level as one another. Not exactly same level, but enough that your frequencies are congruent. The other things that need to be in place is that the two of you need to have some good relationship skills of communicating with one another, working through conflicts, and being clear about what your individual soul missions are and where you have overlap, where you can support each other, and whether your lifestyles are compatible for that. And then finally, are you both actually structurally ready for a relationship? And by that, I mean, if one or both of you are too busy for a relationship, you're not ready for a relationship. If you're overworking, if you're focusing on other things and you have no time to develop a relationship, you're not structurally ready for a relationship. The second thing is you may be, and this is what I mentioned earlier, you may be emotionally not structurally ready for a relationship. So if you have any unhealed issues from a previous relationship and that's being carried forward, you may still have blocks, you may have your guard up, you may have triggers still embedded within you that rise within as soon as you start getting close to people. So that's what I mean by structurally being ready for a relationship. And of course, if you want to have a full-on relationship that includes physical intimacy, then you do need to be living together or very close nearby. Okay, so that was a mega long video, but these are some of the signs that you might not be ready. So in the next connection video, I will talk about when you are ready. And I've just remembered one other thing about the twin flame connection that I didn't mention in the previous videos, and that's telepathy. In the twin flame connection, you have a great deal of telepathy. So you know when the other is thinking of you, you feel each other's energy from a distance, even if you're apart. you see each other's in each other's dreams. You may even hear or cognitively hear the other person speaking to you or communicating with you. This is slightly different to schizophrenia. This is a knowingness, and the connection is so strong that it's basically you're in your own individual portal. So, okay, twin flame consciousness, and those who are ready, let me discuss that in my next video. Catch you then. Bye for now.